Welcome back, and thanks for joining us for the deep dive, brought to you by Radio BFit.
Hey everyone.
So, if you are constantly drowning in, the noise, the headlines, the gurus on social media, all the promises of expensive supplements,
Oh, the supplements.
or the latest biohacking thing that's guaranteed to let you skip aging,
Yeah,
you know how exhausting it all is.
it really is. It feels like there's this deliberate attempt to make longevity complicated and expensive.
Right.
Every month it's a new jungle route or some complex peptide protocol or this ancient dust you need to sprinkle on everything.
And the message is always, if you're not doing this one weird, complicated thing, you're failing.
Exactly. You're failing your health.
That pressure is so real, and it's honestly why I think a lot of people just give up. We're all searching for that magic pill.
That one big thing.
Yeah, that one breakthrough. And we completely miss the fact that the most powerful, evidence-based, and frankly, affordable tools are probably already sitting in our pantries.
And that is the core mission of this deep dive today. Our source material argues, and I think really compellingly, that the most significant gains are found in these small, deliberate, and often surprising habits right in your own kitchen.
No complexity, no huge drain on your wallet.
Not at all.
We're not even talking about the basics like eating less or exercising more. We're talking about these strategic, intelligent adjustments to how you prepare the good food you're already buying.
Yes. We're going to pull out 4 specific science-backed strategies that can turn your daily meals into a highly strategic tool for anti-aging.
These are subtle adjustments, but the scientific impact it's profound.
It's all about unlocking the hidden potential that's already inside your ingredients.
And just a quick reminder, all the insights we're unpacking today are based on the clear, practical articles available for free over at bfit.ai. It's really the perfect place to get the why behind the what.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, let's unpack this. We're starting with something that sounds a little ridiculous at first, like a weird culinary rule.
It definitely forces you to restructure your weeknight cooking schedule, which is probably why it's such a powerful takeaway.
So we're talking about cruciferous vegetables, your broccoli, your cauliflower, cabbage.
The usual suspects.
The first piece of advice is chop these vegetables first, and then, and here's a kicker, let them sit on the cutting board for about 40 minutes before they go anywhere near heat.
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
That 40-minute rest is the critical, absolutely non-negotiable step. And it's all about activating this natural chemical defense system inside the plant cells.
Okay, so when you chop the vegetable, you're damaging the cells.
Right, you're physically damaging them, and that triggers a natural enzyme called myrosinase.
Myrosinase. Okay, that sounds technical. What is it actually doing during that 40-minute waiting period?
Myrosinase is the key. Its one job, its essential job, is to convert other compounds in the vegetable into a super powerful molecule called sulforaphane.
And sulforaphane is the prize. That's what we're after.
That is the prize. It's known for its detoxifying properties, it can help with blood sugar, and it has these incredible protective properties.
So the chopping starts the engine, which is the myrosinase, and the 40-minute rest is the time the engine needs to actually produce the sulforaphane.
Perfect analogy. But here's the critical timing issue that trips everyone up.
Mm-hmm.
Myrosinase is extremely sensitive to heat. So if you chop your broccoli and immediately toss it into a hot pan,
Which is what everyone does.
the heat instantly deactivates that enzyme. You've killed the engine before it had time to work.
So if I throw my fresh cut broccoli into a stir fry right away, I'm basically getting none of the good stuff compared to what I could be getting.
That is essentially it. Letting it rest for those 40 minutes or so gives the enzyme time to work its magic. And that matters because, according to our sources, sulforaphane is described as, quote, one of the strongest anti-cancer compounds you can find in food.
Wow, that is a massive benefit to leave on the table just for convenience.
It really is.
So, in the quest for longevity, when you do something, is truly as important as what you're doing. Pre-chopping isn't just a time saver, it's a strategic longevity hack.
Precisely. It's a perfect example of how just a little bit of knowledge transforms a routine task into a biological strategy.
Okay, that leads us perfectly into our second point. We've talked about the invisible processes inside the food. Now let's talk about the invisible processes happening between the food and the tools we cook with.
Right.
And I'm guessing you're not going to tell me my favorite easy-to-clean non-stick pan Is getting a gold star today?
I acknowledge the trade-off. Nonstick is so convenient, but we have to talk about the long-term costs. We focus so much on what goes in the pan,
But not the pan itself.
but not the pan itself, and its material is just as foundational to our health.
Here's where it gets, a little scary.
What's the main concern?
The concern is that traditional non-stick cookware, especially if it's scratched or you heat it too high, can release harmful man-made chemicals right into your food.
And we need to name the culprits. We're talking about PFAS, per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, but everyone just calls them forever chemicals.
Forever chemicals. And that name is key, right?
It's key because they are incredibly persistent, they don't break down in the environment, and critically, they don't break down in our bodies.
So they just accumulate
Over years and years.
over decades. They build up, reaching higher and higher concentrations. And the sources are pretty clear that they can potentially be messing with your metabolism, hormones, and fertility.
So these things are metabolic disruptors.
That's the term, yes. They interfere with your hormones, the systems that govern energy, your thyroid, reproduction. It's like this slow, silent erosion of your body's internal regulation system.
All while you're trying to make healthy food choices. So the very tool you're using is undermining your efforts.
It's a serious price to pay for easy cleanup. The solution, though, is not complex. It requires a change in habits.
So it's a swap.
The recommendation is to swap out that old, scratched nonstick for safer materials, primarily stainless steel or ceramic cookware. Okay, stainless steel definitely takes more effort to clean, I won't lie. But if your kitchen is supposed to be a sanctuary for health, it can also be a source of hidden metabolic disruptors.
That's it. It's an investment in your long-term health, not just a cooking preference.
All right, that is a fundamental kitchen audit everyone should do. Now let's move back to ingredients and specifically synergy.
Ooh, I like this one.
How pairing things together can just exponentially increase their power. Let's talk about the magic of turmeric.
Turmeric is a superstar. It's praised in traditional medicine, now heavily validated by science. All of its benefits, the anti-inflammatory, the antioxidant effects, come from one active compound, curcumin.
We hear about curcumin everywhere. It sounds like a perfect longevity molecule. But there's a catch, isn't there?
There is a big catch. You hit the nail on the head. The catch is bioavailability.
Meaning, our bodies can't absorb it well.
Exactly. Our digestive system is just not equipped to absorb curcumin on its own. Your gut and liver see it as a foreign substance and work really fast to break it down and get it out. Most of it just passes right through you.
So we need something to help it get past those filters in the gut and liver. We need to slow that process down.
We need a bodyguard for it. And it turns out the solution is incredibly simple and cheap. It's just a pinch of black pepper.
That pepper, that's simple.
That's simple. This is a classic case of ancient food wisdom meeting modern science. Black pepper contains a compound called piperine.
And what does piperine do? How does it help?
Piperine is a potent bioenhancer. Essentially, it mildly inhibits the specific pathways that the liver uses to get rid of curcumin.
So it's not making the curcumin better.
No, it's just keeping the curcumin available and active in your bloodstream for a much, much longer period.
So the pepper acts like a speed bump for your body's cleanup system. That allows all those amazing benefits to actually take hold.
That is the definition of synergy. By adding piperine, sources suggest you can increase the bioavailability of curcumin. I think one study set up to a 20-fold increase.
20 times.
So if you're making a curry, a soup, even a golden milk latte, that pinch of pepper is non-negotiable.
That is such an easy win. Okay, so we've covered patience, clean tools, and ingredient synergy. Let's move to our last topic, which is about maximizing the health MVP, fiber.
Right. Everyone knows they need more fiber. For satiety, for slowing down sugar absorption.
We all know the basics. But is all fiber created equal? Or is this another situation where the source really matters?
The science is very, very clear on this. The source of fiber matters immensely. And while all fiber is good, the fiber you find in legumes, so lentils, chickpeas, beans, it stands out from the pack.
Why? What's so special about legume fiber?
It's about the specific structure of it. It's heavily fermented by the good bacteria in your colon, and this process creates these potent, short-chain fatty acids that directly support the health of your colon lining.
And the data on this isn't just about general gut health, right? It's pretty stark.
It's stark. We're talking serious life-extending advantages. Studies suggest that eating just 10 grams of legume fiber daily is linked to a massive 32% reduction in colon cancer risk.
32% is huge.
Yeah.
And to put that in perspective, how does that compare to other fibers?
That's the key. The same 10 grams of other dietary fibers only provides about a 10% reduction in risk.
Wow. So by choosing legumes, you're getting essentially triple the protective advantage for a really serious health outcome.
It completely reframes how we should think about fiber. It's not enough to just add some whole wheat bread. You need to be intentional about getting those beans or lentils in.
So even just a half cup of lentils or black beans in a salad or a soup.
That's a highly targeted strategy for maximizing fiber's most critical life-extending benefits.
They really are in a class of their own.
They really are.
This has been a fascinating deep dive. The central message is just so consistent. True longevity isn't built on these drastic, expensive, unsustainable changes.
No, it's forced in these small, consistent, and really intelligent choices that are mostly centered right in your kitchen.
Let's recap. Let your chopped veggies rest. Switch your pan. Pair your turmeric with pepper. And prioritize legumes.
Absolutely. It proves the most effective strategies are often the most accessible. You don't need a complicated biohack, you just need better timing, better pairing, and better materials.
And this knowledge, it forces you to look at food differently. The science is so clear about how timing and synergy unlock this hidden potential.
It really is.
And that raises a really important question for you, the listener, to think about. If such minor tweaks can yield such massive biological benefits, what other small, thoughtless cooking habits might be suppressing the full nutritional power of the food we eat every day?
That's a great question. Like, are we destroying crucial enzymes by boiling something for too long? Are we combining nutrients in ways that actively block their absorption just because it's convenient?
It suggests convenience might be the biggest nutritional suppressor we face in the modern kitchen.
And that reclaiming just a moment of intention can radically change our health outcomes.
A great thought to end on. We hope this deep dive gave you some actionable steps for your kitchen this week. And remember, all the insights discussed today came from the fact-checked articles available for free on BeFit.ai.
Happy cooking!
We'll catch you next time for the deep dive.